Hey, what's up, everyone? Gerald here with Blades and Bait. Anyway, on the last video that I did, I was talking to you more about some of my more tinier, dainty keychain knives that's about this big. Well, today, let's talk about the other end of the spectrum. Believe me, these aren't the type of knives that you want to be carrying around and showing off to your coworkers unless you want the cops to be called on you. uh, anyway, these are more of your technical and self-defense knives. It doesn't have to be your Emerson or your Strider knives where it'll cost you $400 or $500 for one, but it does have to be something that can handle abuse, something that's rugged and beefy. Anyway, let's get started, guys. But by the way, if this is your first time watching this video, please hit that like and consider subscribing, folks. Anyway, let's get started. By the way, guys, if you guys are interested in getting some truly unique, original, custom designed tees, we have a whole entire collection of it. Anything from your fishing, funny, patriotic, and Christian-based t-shirts like this one that we have added, we have improved, and we have revamped many of our designs for 2022. Come check it out at www.lumenpath.net. And thank you very much for all your support, guys. Starting off, we're just going to go from the least expensive all the way up to the most expensive. And what we're starting off today is the ever popular, the one model that's been carried by military and as well as police. Plus, this knife is actually designed by a retired Master Sergeant Kit Carson. This is your CRKT. This is your M21. Look at the shape of that knife. That is definitely not a knife that you want to mess with. It'll have your VAF serration. I like your the smooth G10 handle. And there it is, folks. This is the medium-sized one. There's actually a larger one than this, but I like this one because it's more pocket-friendly. It's more to my size. I had to have your HCR13 MOV on it, but still, it is a good functional knife without costing you a lot of money. And the only thing I don't like about it have this additional safety switch where you actually have to press down on it before you can press down and close it. This knife measures roughly about 7.5 inches. So overall it's not too big of a knife. Now I found this one. This one is made by a newer company. This is made by QB Knives. Has your black coating. I like that, almost like a spear point or even a Bowie blade on it. Grippy G10 handles. This one actually have your D2 tool steel on it. And the one thing about D2, it is a good steel, especially for the price. I mean, holds a good edge. The only thing about it, you do need to maintain it by coating it with a little bit of oil. This way it keeps it from rusting. And this one is roughly about a full 8-inch knife. Good, rugged, beefy knife right here. So if you're looking for something that's made strictly for self-defense, you have this guy right here. This one is called the One. Well, it's actually called the One Karambit. Have your G10 handle, very comfortable, fits right there in the palm of your hand. And look at that blade, folks. That is just vicious. That is definitely something that you don't want to be on the business end of. This one was actually one of the knives that I used to sell. I used to sell it for about $40. And it was very popular, especially with police officers. Has your jimping right here, but the nice thing about it, it's not so aggressive that it's going to tear your pants up. And also have sort of like your Emerson wave technology right here, where if you put this in your pocket, you pull it out, the blade just whips right open. I mean, look at that serration. That is just vicious. That is definitely not something that you want to mess with. It's extremely comfortable. It fits right there in your palm of your hand. This one, I believe it have a D2 steel on it as well. And it's not very big. Overall, it's about 7 inches. This was one of the ones that I sold. At the time, I believe I sold this for about $40. Then moving on is the one brand that all military guys and police officers pretty much knows off. This is your Coldsteel. This is your Coldsteel Counterpoint. Big, beefy, rugged knife. It's definitely made for technical or field work. Has your spear point edge on it, a slight swedge on top. This one is actually made from your AUS 10 steel, which is a better quality steel than your AUS 8. The main thing about it, it is huge. This one measures about 9 inches. One thing I do admit about Coldsteel, it is a very tough knife. It's one knife that you know that you can rely on, you can depend on it, you can abuse it. It does have your triad lock. Each one of these, I do admit, they come razor sharp. In fact, that's what happened with my finger right here. I was messing around with it before I made this video, and I cut myself right open. If you're looking for a good technical knife you can rely on, you can definitely count on Coldsteel. Moving on into another Coldsteel knife. This one is your Coldsteel Ti-lite, or Ti-lite, whichever way you want to say it, I guess. This one has your classic Italian stiletto look. I do admit that the jimping on the Coldsteel knives is very aggressive and it is sharp. This one, unlike this, it does have your liner lock on it. It doesn't have your triad lock. And this one is made from your Japanese AUS 8 steel. Yeah, I'm not impressed with the quality of the steel. I mean, especially for a knife like this. I mean, considering that something like this averaged anywhere from $50 to $70, you figure that they can put better quality steel, but AUS 8, it is decent for what it is. The nice thing about it, I guess, you can open it up in several different ways. One, if you have it in your pocket, this works almost the same way like this one, where you can use it almost like your Emerson wave technology, and you can probably have it basically catch it inside your pocket where it swings the blade right open. Of course, you can use your thumb stud, and there's also a third option, a tiny small flipper tab in the back where you can also use it that way too. And moving on to probably one of my favorites. This one, I have put it to use. I've used it quite often. This one is your Spyderco Paramilitary 3, or the PM3. This one is made from your CTS BD1 steel, which is carpenter steel. Made right here in the US. Ultra lightweight, unlike the rest of these knives that you see. This one comes with your compression lock. Of course, the screws is what it's an aftermarket screws, is what I put in. Those are some titanium screws. Does come with your wire clip right here. And this one is only about 7 inches overall. But the one thing I do admit, Spyderco makes some very good quality knives. Of course, this one is the most expensive. This one, average price on it is anywhere from $100 to $120. I got this for only about $70 on eBay. But there it is, folks. A good all-around, multi-purpose, technical, or just your standard EDC knife right here. Well guys, that's what I have to show you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please give me a like and consider subscribing, folks, for some more knife, fishing, and kit videos. I'll talk to you guys later.